I'm currently the chairman of the NIQS Foundation, the pioneer chairman. I used to be president of the Nigerian Subcon Surveyors between 2002 and 2004. And I've been past president of the African Association of Quantity Surveyors as well, NIQS. I'm a consultant in private practice, and I run my outfit, which as of today is like 37 years of practice. It's a global phenomenon which is being championed by the United Nations, and it is a clarion call to all nations that exist on the surface of the earth to take due cognizance of what could form a hedge to development and sustainability of this earth, and as well as sustainable living. So it is important, and it cuts across both developed and developing nations. And everybody must be aware of it and key into the program. It's a live wire for human existence, human settlements, human habitat, adequacy of housing, shelter for humanity. You cannot but, as a professional or as a foundation that is warehoused in the built environment, take up the issues and help to propagate it, help to educate people, help to get into research work that could help the built environment to overcome all the shortcomings that the SDG goals have enumerated. So it is for all built environment professionals and key stakeholders, it is important that we pull ourselves into this SDG goal. The foundation really came into being first because of the climatic change, and then the urban shelter drift of humanity. And we, because of our key role in the built environment, we thought we should propagate it at a higher level to the public and let them know that there's a foundation which is concerned essentially with the issues that have been brought up by UN as a responsible organization. And people talked or joked about climatic change. It was a serious problem. You can see what's happening now in America. The storm Ian, they call it, how it's wrought devastation in so many of the cities there. And if we come back to Nigeria, you see the problem with flooding now, and it's displaced out of their natural habitat, who are now being sheltered in camps because flood has consumed their whole houses, the settlements, the community. So climate change has a key role to play in sustainability, because we must create that enlightenment that if we need to survive globally, and especially in Nigeria, there are some key things, key factors that we must take due cognizance of. And the NIQS Foundation is trying to bring that enlightenment to the public domain, that we must be aware of the climate change. It's going to, the consequences of not taking due cognizance of it could lead to disasters that's currently being experienced in the world. So for the foundation, we will work hard to ensure that the government, or work in hand with the SDG, the federal government has an SDG commission set up so that we can reach the professionals and reach those who probably cannot be reached by government. It's like a partnering, and we see ourselves partnering very well with this special unit set up, the SDG unit is set up by government, so that together we can combat the problems that will be associated with climatic change. And it's with us. In the past, it used to be they pay lip service to it, but you can see the havoc that is wreaking in all communities globally. And Nigeria, we can't afford it to happen here because we don't have the cushion. We are not prepared for it. So with NIQS Foundation, we want to bring it to the awareness of the public, and then do enlightenment programs that will touch upon what climatic change is, and how we can help both the citizenry and the professionals to become adequately prepared for this challenge. We set up a structure that makes it easy for us to integrate into the built environment. What we need to do is to continuously create a public enlightenment and public awareness of its existence. But in terms of structure and establishment, we call on experts, and we have an organization, an organic structure that can penetrate and make its mark within the society. So give us another 1 or 2 more years. NIQS Foundation will be in the mouths of, in the lips of so many top professionals and government establishments. We intend to create that awareness and go to even the embassies and talk about it. You see, it's a foundation is an offshoot of your endeavor, your work that you have spent so many years to undertake. And then you sit behind and say, how do I now turn this around to societal impact, to societal benefit? And NIQS Foundation is going to be a household name that would continue to enlarge the space in the built environment of the needs and necessities of moving from just a pure professional organization into an NGO that thinks and acts at the same time for the common good of the country and indeed Africa. It's going to be a household name. It's a scheme, a project that I foresee would create a great impact in the Nigerian society. And, I'm sure if we get to sit together in another 2 years, you'll see how its impact will be. UN SDG is a serious affair. Everyone must key into it, and we want those who can sponsor to come to the aid of the NIQS Foundation and support the goals and objectives that has been set up for this NIQS Foundation, so that we all will have a livable and better environment to bequeath to up and coming young ones. So that's my message.